My next planned stop in this Japanese adventure was the city of Shizuoka. And Shizuoka is about a 2 hour train journey from Narita, and it did involve three different train changes to get there. And Shizuoka was going to be the area where the next rugby game was going to be. The train station was like a huge shopping mall with many different restaurants, cafes, interesting shops, and lots of places selling, really interesting looking desserts and teas. Sure. So in Shizuoka, I'm staying at the Kuritaki Premium Inn, and here's the bed, there's a window, TV, as you can see. Not that massive, but that's all you need. Let's have a look at the bathroom. And bath, shower in the bath, toilet with all the fancy gadgets. So, all set. So I didn't have lunch today, so I thought I'd go out and forage for food. And I just went to a little convenience store, and I managed to get what looks like was my favorite when I lived in South Korea. There it was called mandu. I'm not sure what they call it in Japan, but it's a steamed pork bun that cost 120 yen. I got a packet of crisps, which was 100, and then this really got my interest: apple Coca-Cola. So I thought I'll give that a try. Must be healthy because it's made with apples. Don't judge me, but I went to a Vietnamese restaurant for dinner. But anyway, the next morning I decided to do a little bit of exploring and go and see a big shrine where apparently there would also be a good view of Mount Fuji if it was a clear sky day, which it wasn't. So I knew I wasn't going to see the magical mountain, but the shrine was going to be good. Apparently, when you approach the shrine, you have to clap your hands to wake the gods up. And these shrines are usually built on mountain tops, so that it's easy access for the gods. I don't know, that's what one of the locals said. Not too sure how true that is. But anyway, it was really quite easy to get there. Just take a bus from the Shizuoka station, and you go all the way to the top of this mountain on the bus, and then from there you take a cable car, which they call the ropeway, and that takes you straight to the shrine. This shrine is dedicated to a 16th century Japanese leader who reportedly ended all the civil wars and brought about peace in the region. There's also a museum up there which has items of his clothing and the suits of armor that they wore, as well as a whole lot of his swords. It's quite interesting as well, and you can buy, when you get the ticket for the ropeway, if you get, I can't even think of the word now. Anyway, you can get the ticket, like the package, which is for the museum, the shrine, and the ropeway. If you're not into climbing lots of stairs, just know there are quite a lot of stairs to climb, and some of them you have to take quite big steps. They're quite big stairs. And I overheard one of the guides over there telling the tour group that this was actually to stop enemies approaching, because the enemies would obviously have to take these big steps up these large stairs, and that would slow them down and it would make it easier to defend up there. Once again, not sure how true it is, but that's what I heard. There seem to be lots and lots of Italian tour groups there, and probably because the game that I'd come to watch, which was the South Africa-Italy rugby game, this was obviously part of their rugby tour, was that they were doing this shrine tour. It was sad not to see any other fellow South Africans there, also appreciating some of the cultural delights of Japan. But I guess they were saving their spirits for the rugby game the next day. After leaving the shrine, you can look at the viewpoints over Suruga Bay and hopefully see Mount Fuji. So back to the station and the big supermarket there, and time to do a little bit of grocery shopping to take back with me. There were certain items I wanted to look for. and then after that try and find some of the lunches which I thought are quite reasonable if you just buy like a takeaway lunch and sit down and eat it over there.
So I did a little bit of shopping in the supermarkets because you can't travel anywhere overseas without doing some shopping. One of my friends had asked for some of this Mizcan pure rice vinegar, so I got her a bottle and I got myself a bottle, and I'm hoping that this large bottle here is soy sauce. Soy sauce is quite expensive in Norway, so hopefully it is. And I like a cup of soup in winter, and it looks like a cup, it looks like soup, so hopefully it's a cup of soup. I've got a couple of different ones. Got a packet of Tim Tams, even though they're not Japanese. We used to eat them all the time in New Zealand, so this brings back very happy memories. And this really heavy thing in my hand is Shizuoka Original Extreme Cheesecake. So I don't know, it's quite heavy. Hopefully it'll last, because I think I might take it back with me. It wasn't in a fridge, so it should last. I just got some dried mangoes because I like them. I have no idea what this is, but it looks like it's some kind of a, I don't know, powder that you add to a stew, and then the stew's red. Who knows? Maybe it's chili. I've got no idea, but I thought I'll give it a try. Dried mushrooms. I like to add these in, especially if I make tom yum. And this is for my friend who is gluten intolerant, and this is gluten-free spaghetti that I saw, so he can think that I'm thinking of him. Not sure if this is just the croutons or if this is the cup of soup as well. We'll see once we have it. And then, yeah, I used to buy these all the time when I lived in China. And yeah, for my class, I got some of these little Halloween candies that I thought would be quite nice to give out on Halloween. I got some nori sheets, and then see this, they didn't have packets, so I had to carry everything, squash it in the backpack with my cameras, and yeah, only packets. They had these tiny little things, so all of this was on my back or in these tiny packets. Oh, this was just a green curry. This is just some Thai curry, butter chicken curry paste. Oh, there we go. I like this gentry soup. Now I'm sure these are cup of soups, but I like the little thing. Look there, ladybugs like the nettle, but I do not like the nettle because the nettles sting me bad when I try to catch the bug. It's got a little poem on it. These other ones also have, oh, that looks like a cup of corn soup, I think. Also looks like some kind of cup of soup. This one's got a little, I don't know what flavor soups these are, but this one is snow is snowing on the street, milk boy getting cold and wet. Mama, please take him in and let him have a cup of soup. It's almost great to buy just for the little rhymes. And then the last one with a little rhyme. Ding dong, church's bells ringing, nightingale in the dale, little boy so full of joy, little girl so sweet and cute. Oh, I wonder what flavor soup it is. And then lastly, I got myself some kind of a pudding. Anybody that had to carry all these groceries back to the hotel room deserves a pudding, I think.
Just 2 nights in Shizuoka and off to Hamamatsu to get ready for the rugby game, the big game I travelled here to watch.